Yapalingana, Wukalina and Larapuna. What I said was hello and welcome to Wukalina and Larapuna. Wukalina and Larapuna are our cultural homelands of our people, of our ancestors, the traditional people of this country.
The thing that I love about the northeast corner is everyone's ability to escape the known and go and explore the unknown.
Around every corner you'll see something beautiful. The best thing about the northeast coast of Tassie is the absolute beauty that is everywhere, all around you. Whether you're on the coast itself, on the beaches, or whether you're further inland at waterfalls or the lakes, it's just such a beautiful area to just explore nature.
The Bay of Fires summed up is, it's the blue turquoise water, the white sand, the granite rocks splashed with lichen, which is just gorgeous.
The Bay of Fires is called the Bay of Fires because when that ship sailed in there were hundreds of fires alight. And that was our people managing that country and celebrating their place there.
To get to the east coast, coming from Launceston or Hobart, you can travel along the National Highway, then along the Esk Highway through the Fingal Valley, through St Marys, which is a beautiful, very close to the coast.
Coming through the Fingal Valley, you see the beautiful St Patrick's Head towering over St Marys.
And then you wind down that St Marys Pass, and that's where you get your first glimpse of the ocean, which is stunning. And you can also access from Hobart up the Great Eastern Drive.
So we're about 3 hours 50 from Hobart. You can be in downtown Hobart and fishing a remote rainforest within 4 hours drive. From Launceston, we're about 50 minutes to be on the beach in Bridport. The Sidling Highway is very special for the northeast. It connects the two major hubs, Launceston and Scottsdale. It's an easy 1 hour drive across the Sidling, which meanders its way through farmland, forestry and rainforests.
Scottsdale has untapped potential and a huge room for growth here in the northeast. It's the main industrial hub. The small rural towns of the northeast are probably the most important part of our area because it connects us all together, and we are obviously a massive rural farming area. Anywhere you drive will be irrigated land, will be beautiful crops from maize to potatoes. You'll see hops, you'll see corn, anything that you could imagine is grown here in the lush soils of the northeast. Agritourism is huge here in the northeast. Everybody knows about Bridport. That's one of our icons that people love, is just at Nabola. They actually have a French lavender that they grow there, and they distill some of the best lavender oil in the whole world.
Barnbougle Golf Course, we're very lucky to have it on our doorstep, meanders its way along the coast leading into Bridport. It opened in 2004. It brings not only the domestic market but the international market. We have world-renowned golfers here, and the reason they are coming to that golf course is beautiful location. It's in the top 100 golf courses of the world.
It's the lifestyle that we're living here. Be on one of the most untouched beaches with not a single other person on the beach at the same time as you, and then 5 minutes down the road you can go to a distillery and have a beautiful glass of gin.
One of the very unique aspects of life in the northeast is its produce, and we are very lucky here in Bridport to have one of the biggest commercial scallop fishing businesses in Tasmania. For the amateur fishermen, go and catch crays, abalone, some of the best fishing the state has to offer. And if you're not adept at saltwater fishing, jump in your car and head up into the hills, and we have probably some of the most world-renowned trout fisheries.
Well, St Helens is the largest town on the northeast coast, and it has a bustling business centre with some great dining options. It is a fishing community where lots of families working out of Georges Bay catching the crayfish or the southern rock lobster. And of course there's our beautiful oysters that are grown right in the bay.
We do have some beautiful sea life about as well. Dolphins and seals. So we have our seal colony down on St Helens Island. That's only accessible by boat. We obviously have our whales that migrate every year through the winter as well, from sort of mid-May through till the end of November. The Bay of Fires stretches for 28 kilometres of coastline from here at Binnelong Bay all the way through north to Eddystone Point. And the beautiful lighthouse there. There's a beautiful structure, the keepers' cottages.
That whole area from where Mount William now is, that was known as Wukalina. Wookalina Walk is an opportunity for the community to take non-Aboriginal people out on country. It's about telling our story, but in a way that's welcoming. That's what drove me to develop the Wookalina Walk. It was about an opportunity to take people on country, let them experience our connection. We can talk about culture, we can talk about history anywhere else, but when we're on country, for us it becomes a living thing, giving them a feeling of an understanding of our relationship and our connection to that place. And it's just a transportation of our connection from the beginning, from the creation of our people on that place to now.
Derby in the past, 120 years ago, it was the biggest tin mine in the world. When the mining closed, the town started its decline. And so when the mountain bike trails were built here, you actually had a town that was kind of in disrepair. When you put a mountain bike trail through this kind of environment and landscape, it's so interesting and so spectacular, and it just works brilliantly. When a rider arrives in town, they know they've arrived in Derby. It's all about the biking, and we do get a lot of visitors coming into both Derby and St Helens looking for something active to do. There's over 100 kilometres of trail in Derby, and there's over 100 kilometres of trail down in the St Helens network. We've got these really fantastic green beginner trails. We have a lot of people coming back after a few hours riding going, oh, that's the best thing we've done in ages. It was brilliant. We also cater to a more advanced rider, a more passionate rider, an avid rider, and we've got trails that really challenge them. The Blue Derby network actually hosts World Cup rounds, and so you got the best riders in the world coming here, and they're challenged on those black and double black diamond runs. Not only has Derby got the best trails in the world, it's also got the floating sauna. Some really wonderful walks. Got the Blue Lake on the way out to Gladstone.
Turquoise blue lake, I've never experienced colour like it, so it's pretty special.
Mount Paris Dam, that is one of the most iconic places just out of Branksholme, and it is a mass structure. It is unbelievable to see. Ask us where you need to be, because a lot of the best places you can't just find on Google, and we're not territorial about them. We want to show you them. We are proud of our area.
This area, it has that little sense of isolation, but not too much. I mean, you can be here on an autumn day and have the beach completely to yourself. We're doing the glamping here, so really the canvas is the only boundary between you and the outdoors, so we're really trying to immerse people in that, our guests. And then you've got all sorts of other beautiful boutique accommodation options. Along the Gardens Road, you've got a whole array of different free camping options, which is so rare around Australia now, and just the scenery and the location is just out of this world.
Further south from here, Georges Bay with some lovely spots to enjoy the coastline there. Perrin Sand Dunes down off the southern end of St Helens, and then our surfing beaches around Scamander as well, and Shelley Beach where you can walk and just pick up as many shells as you want. Just inland off the coast here, we have the beautiful area of Pinegana, and we have quite a few different stunning waterfalls. St Columba Waterfalls, second highest waterfall in Tasmania. In and around Mathina we have the Evercreech Forest Reserve with our white knights, the beautiful tall trees, the tallest flowering gum in the southern hemisphere. It's a beautiful community, it's got so much natural beauty and so many friendly people here.
It's just so hard to match, especially the beaches and that pristine scenery.
It's a very special part of the world.